All right, we're live, guys. I don't know who's here. Who's here? Tom is here from Texas. Who else we got? Yeah, we should probably cheaters.
You got mine?
You got cheaters? Oh, you got cheaters?
Well, I have glasses.
How bad are they?
They're like not a huge difference.
Let's see.
See if it does anything.
Whoa, shit.
No.
You can't see anything.
Okay.
Anyway, bear with me, guys. I don't know if I can see you, but I'm going to try. Oh, my God. I see Tom. I see Rusted to Roland. Pete, I see you. Who else is here? Sparky, I see. I'll see if I can throw a link out. We're heading for Cornish Pasties in a town called Bethel, Connecticut, which is about a 40-minute drive. And hopefully we'll get there in time before they close. They close at 4 o'clock. It is now 2:15. So we should have enough time to get there. I don't need the glasses. Let's see. Randy's there. Hello, Randy. Jason Hughes. Hello, Jason. Yes, we got some people from the UK here. Let me see if I can throw out the link. Copy. Post. And
go past this light. Then at the next one, turn right.
Chat. All right, the link is out there. Uh-oh, I lost the thing again. There we go. We're back.
At the light, turn right to merge onto I-95 toward New York City. Then keep left to merge onto I-95 south.
I think it's about 25 miles or something.
30.
30 miles. All right. What is it, 42 minutes?
44.
44. All right. Well, because you're 10 miles from me.
Yes.
So, anyway.
It was like 30
left
minutes.
To merge onto I-95 south.
Somebody's in the basement. Who's in the basement? Tom. What's up, Tom?
So you're not driving today?
No, she's got
He
a.
never drives anywhere.
She gets a lot better mileage in the Subaru than I do in the Dodge. It costs me. I mean, I hate to say it, but even with the fuel prices lowering down, it still costs a fortune to drive that thing.
Yeah, she's probably nicer to the little pedal than you are, to the little skinny one.
But like I said, I'll buy her whatever it is here and fill up her gas tank.
My bag.
What do you have, E?
Basically.
Yeah. She wins.
I have a quarter of a tank.
Yeah.
So it's going to be $100
$100
Cornish.
meal anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, no big deal. No big deal. What's the temperature there, Tom, Texas?
Tom?
What's the temperature
Tom's
there?
in Australia.
Oh, not Tom. Bill. I keep calling you Tom. I don't know why.
I was letting it go to see if you caught on. I don't know, $1.05, $1.08.
Wow, 108 degrees. Texas.
It's kind of warm today.
Yeah.
We've got a cold front coming though. It's supposed to be like 101 tomorrow.
Nice, cool. Where are you headed off to next, though, Bill? Where's the next vacation?
Next trip's to Indiana. I've got a few piled up right now, ready to go. We're going to Indiana next.
Did you say something about Disney?
Sorry?
Hold on, I'm going through. I'm next to power lines here, so I'm getting all the EMF interference.
Yeah, but you're picking up a really cool effect. It's like you're in an 80s disco band.
Yeah, look at it's all the power lines.
Yeah, you could be the lead singer for Cameo.
Yeah, this is glorious I-95 in Connecticut. Wonderful.
Yeah, I lived right off I-95 in Fort Lauderdale for a long time.
No, yeah, usually it's not too bad here, but it does turn into traffic jam once in a while. What is something on the connector? Here's the old, see the Home Depot there? That used to be the old asbestos brake plant. And it was all asbestos, so they capped it with tar, and now it's a mall. Well, it's a shopping center.
Everybody who wants Ken to sing "Word Up" while he's got this voice, raise your hand.
Why is it so shit? Oh, the power lines are so nice.
You're going to drive the power line.
Tell her to get in the other lane.
Oh, here's the local lawyer has got the Orange County chopper down in this corner.
Yeah, they've got those everywhere. In Texas, it's big truck accidents. They're everywhere.
Hey, Bill, I'm going to read chat real quick.
Huh. Okay, now I guess you're stuck with me for the moment. I tried to tell a funny joke or something, but I've spent the last half hour trying to learn how to play Sunshine of Your Love on the guitar.
That ain't better?
Oh, that's a lot better.
Okay. Let's see who's in the basement. Probably just me. Yeah, just me and you. All right. Oh, that was driving me nuts.
I tell you, you sounded like an '80s band. You really did. Like you had auto tune turned on.
Crazy. Now, every time I've been hearing Mick and Conker talk about Cornish Pasty, Mick actually Conker bought and brought Cornish Pasties to Mick's when he visited him this week. So I said, I really want to try one of those things. So I said, but where the hell are you going to get a Cornish Pasty in Connecticut? Well, sure as hell, there's a place that says the only Cornish Pasty authentic in Connecticut, and it's about 30 miles away. I said, you know what? I'm going to try it.
So you're going to drive 30 miles for food?
Yeah.
I don't like to walk into the kitchen.
Hey, give me time to be with my daughter. How's that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah, but she's stuck with you for an hour or two.
I know. But I'm hoping somebody from the UK gets on when I'm over there so they can say, are you from Cornwall? Because that's the first thing Simone said. Simone said, is anyone there from Cornwall where they originated? I said, I don't know.
Well, I saw her in the chat.
Yeah, she had to do something about an hour ago, so I don't know where she is now. I think she had to run to the store, she said, to get food. So
yeah, I jumped into the Hangouts when it was sort of funny. I was being Ken. I was in the car this time.
Yeah.
But I wasn't driving, so I figured, sure, why not? Yeah, we went and looked at jet skis. Guy's trying to find a cheap jet ski, and he went to a guy that had 7 of them. And I looked at him, and the whole time I'm going, like, no, they're not worth the gas to tow back, you know?
Yeah, that's what sucks when you drive a big distance for nothing.
Oh, we drove for an hour and a half into God's country in Texas, man, out in the weeds.
Well, I got one better. I rented a van and drove 3 hours to Massachusetts to look at a jukebox that looked nothing like the photos. And I was like, are you kidding me? So this is back about 20 years ago. I spent about $300 for the day and came back with nothing. And I was like,
Yeah.
Photos make things look very nice.
Yes.
See,
I got my pop-out chat on the wrong channel. I can't figure out why.
Picturesque Bridgeport, Connecticut. Uh-oh. Oh, hello.
There you go.
Hello, Gary. Can you hear me, Gary?
Can you hear me better?
Gary?
I hear you better than I hear Ken.
Dead?
I can hear you. I'm just adjusting some volumes here. I don't know how well you guys can hear me. I don't want it to feed back.
You're over the top strong.
All right.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah, I could barely hear him,
What
but
is
I don't
that?
have my
Bill,
microphone set up. How you doing, guys?
Am I?
You on your way to Bethel right now?
Hold on. Bad cell reception.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've got the same.
You guys sound like Cylons.
I've got the same. Where's it at? Same mic I always use.
Yeah, I just got my phone on the pod at the moment, so I'm working from home, so I'm probably not using up too much of the Wi-Fi as it is. But the website's a little crazy, so I'm not getting much work done at the moment.
No, you sound nice and strong. Yours sounds good.
Yeah, no, it should be good. No, I have everything set up the way it needs to go. But I don't know if you can see, but I'm just at my workstation, and website's down, so figured I'd just kill a little time before it came back.
Break time.
Break time. So what do you guys? You're on your way to Bethel right now?
Bethel to try out some authentic Cornish pasties.
Oh, okay. You're gonna probably be coming my.
It's at the Bethel train station, technically.
I know exactly where it is. Bethel's a one horse town.
Yeah. Well, how far are you from there, Gary? What are you, about 20
Maybe like not even 30 minutes. It's exit 9 off of 84.
Okay.
Your website's down. Go get some food.
Yeah,
I already ate, but I actually got to go shopping with the wife after she's done with her stuff, and I'm just trying to get as much done here before, I may have to do this a little later on this evening before I call it a night.
Got to be careful how you say that. Hey, I've got to go shopping with the wife. It's like, yeah, that won't get you in the doghouse. Remember, she's got YouTube.
Hey, Gary, I know you're into the home brew and all that, but are you into like whiskeys and stuff?
Oh, I love whiskey. I'm a whiskey guy by nature. Don't have a distillery.
No, my daughter's into whiskey.
Ah.
Yeah. No, I don't drink at all, really, and my daughter loves whiskey, so I don't know where that came from.
She should try some Kraken.
Stress and trauma.
It's probably one of the better whiskeys to have. It's a spiced. No, and I take it back. No, it's a spiced rum, but it's really good in an espresso martini.
Yeah, my son doesn't drink at all, and Jess likes to drink.
See, I've got to try this someday. I'm sure I'd make a fantastic alcoholic. Oh, no, I do everything. It's like if I get a car, I want one that'll go 1,000 miles an hour. And they say, you can't have that. And I say, okay, what's the fastest one you got? So it's like, I'm sure if I drank, I'd be an alcoholic by Tuesday or so.
I could just see Bill get pulled over by the cops. The cop, you know how fast you're going, boy? And Bill's like, yep.
Did you see that stop sign?
No, I'll tell you. When they say, do you know why I pulled you over? I can just speak from experience that if you want to see where their jail is, the answer is because I let you. I said that once, and I got arrested for speeding. It was like straight to jail, and it was like, really? So I could have made Ohio before you caught me. I was in Indiana when he pulled me over, about 10 miles out of Ohio.
Well, what's funny is that you could say, "Oh, sir, do you know why I pulled you over? You pulled you over. Did you see that stop sign over there? Yes, sir. I sure did. But what I didn't see was you."
Yeah. I'll tell you, if you tell them because I let you, is you're guaranteed. I don't care if you were going 36 in a 35 zone. You're going to jail.
Hey, I want to apologize to those in the chat because I don't have my cheaters and I'm like blind. I'm trying to read it. I see Simone, Ray McCarthy, Mark Wiley. So we got a few guys from the UK. John Rhodes, Randy.
I see Hooked on Classics. How you doing?
I'm hoping to have
Mark.
That's Simone
in the chat when we go in there. So
nobody in the basement?
You see how good their authentic pasties are. Is it something?
No.
Slow go.
Oh, you want to go 25?
That was the fastest. There was no traffic on it.
Yeah, I see John Rhodes. He says he's from GB. And I've always wondered, being from Great Britain.
Oh, yeah.
Do they even say Great Britain anymore? I thought it was
no, he actually
called the UK.
Yeah, he's got their battle flag and GB at the end.
I'm just hoping someone that comes on that's from Cornwall or close to it that can say, that's not a Cornish pasty.
Yeah. It'll be the same person that tells you, you used the wrong screwdriver. And it's like, but the screw came out. What do you want?
You're coming from the 95 to 84, right?
We're 95 on 25 connector right now.
Oh, the connector. Okay, so then you're going to go straight up. All right, well, and when you get on, so what? No, you'll be on 84 for just a short term then.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, if you go, well, actually, you could probably bypass it. Yeah, 25 goes straight through. Yeah, you'll go straight through like parts of Sandy Hook, and then you can take the back roads to Bethel. And you have to take the back roads to get to Bethel anyway. I got a few friends that live there, and like I said, it's very isolated.
Hey, Gary, you know what you need to do?
What's up?
Is on your little guitar cord thing on the wall, I've got one of those in my music room. What you do is you get a pink highlighter and highlight the 3 you actually use for 80% of the songs.
You can't see it right now, but this is a very old poster for me.
I've got had this same old poster. Yeah,
I've had this for like maybe 10 or 15 years. And when I first started playing, and I don't play electric guitar, but my wife just bought me an acoustic. On the bottom of each one of these here, I actually have the finger patterns. Like, so XX means they're muted, and then 1, fret 1, fret 2. I mean, that's how stupid I was when I first started playing. But you eventually learn where all the chords are on the neck.
See, my first one was acoustic, and then at one of the little guitar stores, I picked up an electric, and I realized it's like, no, I play electric. And I've got a whole wall full of electric guitars and played in bands and everything.
I have 10. I got 10.
Oh, you got me by 2. I've got 8.
Yeah, so 9 basses and that acoustic guitar. What actually sounds really good.
So you got 1.
What's that?
You got 1 then.
Yeah, I got 1 acoustic guitar. That's it. I have an acoustic bass, and I got tons of other electric basses.
Well,
now, an acoustic bass would be fun. For absolutely no reason at all, I've never picked up a bass guitar.
You should.
I probably should, yeah, because I was looking at, what was I looking at? Let me find it again.
Usually Friday night, though.
Get yourself a Glary.
I was looking at Sunshine of Your Love, and I was looking at it thinking, I could almost play both the bass and the guitar at the same time on this one. All I need is a double neck,
Yeah, it'll be like Billy Sheehan with the double bass, or the double bass neck, not the actual like stand-up bass.
Well, no, I'd want a bass neck and a standard issue neck.
Yeah,
a regular 6-string neck.
Got a little bit of each. Good stuff. No, I mean I've been playing since 2001.
Well, I kind of got you there. I got my first guitar in. Okay, now time to give away age, right? Right.
I'm sure you.
When I was in the band, it was the 80s. So let's see. It would have been.
Don't forget, I'm 37. I'm quite a bit younger.
Yeah. Your mom was probably too young to date.
Bill, when did you graduate high school, Bill?
I went to Northeast High School in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Ah, he's a Florida transplant.
I'm from Indiana originally.
What year, Bill?
79.
What year?
Yeah, before Gary was born. Wait, before Gary was born.
Born in 85. Come on.
Yeah. So if your mom was in Florida, I might have known her in high school.
My mom was 21 when she had me.
85, 21. Yeah, I'm older than your mom. Oh, shut up. Okay, Ken, how do we mute Gary? No.
I'm the oldest of 3, don't forget.
I'm the oldest of 6. There's a whole fleet of us.
Oh, Jesus, that's a big family. Money.
Oh, they're taking it that way. That's skeletons on
Hey, I see Simone's comment. Simone, go look at Sunshine of Your Love. Anybody can play that and sound good. I just looked at the notes for it, and I just looked at the music for it, and it's like, oh, good Lord. You can just look at it and then say, okay, and then throw it away and start playing.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. Hey, guys, you want to see the skeletons on the roof? There we go. We got skeletons hanging out on the outside of the car. We got Lieutenant Dan with no legs.
Simone says she was 9 in 1985. So, yeah, Simone was 8 when I got married the first time.
Oh, 85
oh,
was
man.
a good year.
That was a good year, yeah.
85. I was 20.
During the Reagan years.
Hey, Reagan was the first president I voted for and the last good one I voted for.
Yeah, I made my family very rich at the time because my father worked in he made the turbines. He was a CNC machinist there for years.
Oh, everybody loved Ronnie. Are you kidding?
Yeah. Yeah, Ronnie was one of those people. He could tell you he could walk up to you and say, bite me, and for some reason you'd say, okay.
No, I remember when Ronnie was there, I was working in manufacturing, making like $25,000 a year, getting a $10,000 bonus. I was like, what?
Yeah, it was crazy. That was really kind of crazy stuff. You guys must be giving me good luck here because now my website's actually working the way it needs to.
Yeah.
This is how I know what right now I'm just kind of finishing up on admin stuff for my job, and it's been this is kind of how I justify my salary. Because it's like, okay, it's a little tedious, takes like an hour or 2 hours every week, but then at the end of the year it's pretty much pays for itself.
Yeah, Ken, I think he's using up your bandwidth.
That's right. Hey, so we're gonna have something happen here in about a minute or two that never happens. Me pass a Duchess without going in.
What is it with you and Duchess, man? I mean, I get it. I think the hot dogs are good. You can't have them every day. You'll need like a bottle of statins if you go there every day.
Oh yeah.
Now, maybe you can't do it every day.
No,
I can't even do it now. I'm on statins myself.
He can do it every day.
It comes down to genetics. If your body can't process the cholesterol.
Yeah, I'm like 5'10", 170 pounds, and I have been for the last 30 years. And it's man, if you saw my diet, you'd wonder how I don't weigh 350.
God, I weigh twice as much as you, Bill.
You would wonder how I don't weigh 350 because it's like I live on soda pop, and let's see. Yesterday, I went looking for a snack in the refrigerator and found those little, what do you call it, those oatmeal cream pies?
Oh, Little Debbie?
Yeah. So I ate all four that were left in the box.
Maybe as a kid, it would be good to have those.
I never grew up.
Apparently not. And you say pop instead of soda.
Well, yeah,
you know why? Because I'm from Indiana. It's pop.
It's pop, exactly. My first.
Bill, from Indiana, let me ask you a question. When you start your manual transmission car by using a clutch, what do you call it?
You call it dropping the clutch.
Nope. Well, we call
pop
it here.
start.
Oh, you pop the clutch, yeah.
We can
bump start the car.
Pop start.
No, but we told you, hey, there's L&R Power Equipment, my favorite parts dealer. And Duchess. Hello. Hi.
I don't think I've seen the Duchess from the outside.
I know, right? There we go. Oh, they got the flowers growing.
Oh, we made so many hot dogs for 4th of July a few weeks back. I mean, I must have had like a case of 24 or something like that. All of them went in one sitting.
But with the skin, Russer, or what'd you get?
No, I got the skinless. I'm not. I usually do the Hummels or I do the ballpark. I think I got the kosher ones this time because they were on sale over at Costco.
There's nothing like the snapping the skin.
And if you're from Maine, you get the Red Hots.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh, hey, Ken, on that last video I did, you were one of out of 50 comments or 80 comments, you were one of 2 people that mentioned the little guy bouncing up in the corner.
I know. I saw you pull down the screen. You said you were going to do something like that.
Yeah, I've got like half a dozen of them saved up, but I didn't finish. The video was done. And so all I did is change the transition to fit one in. So I don't remember what the original one was, but I said, there's got to be a way I can fit one of these in here someplace. And the jumping up to grab the screen, I probably did that 10 times before I finally figured out how to keep myself both on the green screen when I was doing it and make it look right.
Green screen.
What'd you do? Just film yourself jumping up and grabbing something?
I never jumped. I never left the ground. All I did is go up on my toes. But it looks like a jump. But that's what I said. I filmed it 10 times and then picked what I liked. Well, my green screen's only 10 feet tall. And my garage, I put it in the garage on a bar. It's 12 feet long, 10 feet tall, so I can get it down to my feet, so I can stand on it. And the garage has only got like a 9-foot ceiling. So, if I jump up, I'll touch the ceiling.
Look at this car. It's pink.
It's good to be tall.
Look at the paint job. You got a magenta Acura.
Oh, I like it.
Eh.
Then again, I drive a fluorescent green Honda.
If you see anything interesting in the comments, let me know because I'm blind as a bat. I can't even see it.
I'm not watching the comments much. I've got
the comments up.
I got 3 screens up in front of me, so I can't, and then plus this one, so I can't really toggle between the two.
Henry says, "Don't feel bad about it. Don't cry. Duchess will be there when you get back." And Simone and Jason and Sparky are talking about Dawlish, Dawlish, which I'm hoping is a place.
Dawlish.
Judging by the conversation, I'm thinking it's a place.
Unless it's the guy who passed away that was in the TV sitcom. There was
Dawlish. No, Dawlish is in Devon or Devon.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Devon.
Yeah.
Is it Devon?
Devon.
Wasn't that
Devon,
a band
no,
that had
I
the
always
round
call
red
it Devon.
hats?
Well, here in Connecticut, it's Devon.
Devon, yeah, they say Devon.
Yeah.
It's also getting into the rich sections of Connecticut where they think that you putting a $2 million deposit down on a house is actually makes them better than the rest of us normies.
Yeah.
Devon's like the poor part.
Yeah, Devon's like the shitty part of the
It's like
area.
the shit
It's
part.
like Carmel. You can go to Carmel, Indiana, or Carmel, California.
Carmel, yeah.
Carmel. Clint Eastwood.
In Indiana, it's Carmel.
Onto Hattertown Road.
Yeah, it's funny because you go order something from the small engine warehouse and Carmel's not that far, and they say Carmel.
Yeah, Carmel.
Carmel, yep.
Oh, I didn't go with
Bethel Animal Shelter.
I didn't go with you there.
We've been corrected. It's pronounced Devon.
Yeah, Devon out there. Yeah.
It's Devon, tomato,
But
tomato,
here,
I guess.
my daughter lives right next. It's literally 2 miles from Devon, Connecticut.
Yeah, that was Simone corrected us. So she lives there, so we've got to go with her pronunciation.
Snobby. Very snobby.
No, I've learned don't argue with girls. It only gets you in trouble.
Yeah, that's a big.
I've been watching that Catherine Tate, and I'm not going to swear, but she's like, "What a freaking liberty!" And that's what I've been saying that now.
Yep, and Rusted to Roland is agreeing.
That's Pete Giles, right? I think Rusted and Roland.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's Pete Giles. If I'm not mistaken.
Hey, Rusted to Roland, are you Pete?
I think so. I can't see.
I haven't looked here.
Oh, I hate getting old.
Now Ray
Roland.
McCarty's correcting me. Hey, Devo had more songs than Whip It. I was the right age in the '80s to listen to new wave music and all that. Devo was a big band.
Psycho Killer.
Psycho
No,
Killer.
That's Talking Heads or something. Talking Heads.
What? Yeah.
There you go.
Ba, 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 ba. I've actually got that on my playlist.
I just like the hats.
There you go.
Ice cream bowl.
Yeah. The triple scoop. Those are 3 scoopers.
Hey, Bill, so you say you play guitar. What kind of amp do you usually like to play on? Or play through, I should say.
Now, I sort of fell in love with the GT8.
G8? Okay. Was
Yeah.
that the Fender?
No, Boss.
Boss, okay.
No, the Boss GT8 pedal set.
Okay, the pedals.
And it's got 80 buttons on it, and it takes an engineering degree to run it. But once you start playing it and you start learning how to run it, you can plug it into a blender and you'll sound good.
Interesting.
You can plug it into anything and you'll sound good. My personal back then in the day, it was Orange Birds.
Okay, so you're more like an orange amplifier. Are you a Fender guy?
Yeah, big 6 foot 7,000 watt amps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You a tube amplifier or solid state?
Solid state. I know a lot of people swear by tubes, but solid state. If you know how to run the equipment, sounds better.
Yeah.
And you can get that nice hollow echo out of solid state by pushing a button, and you can get bored with it and push a button and it goes away. You can't do that with a tube.
I mean, as a bass player, solid state is definitely the way to go for obvious reasons. You don't want to be carrying around a very heavy amplifier to only get so many watts. But
I've got a PV212 right now.
I tried it.
No, I love it. It's what I keep in my music room. It's just it's just enough to peel paint if you're in the mood. Nothing like a couple of 100 watts in those gigantic speakers.
I think that's the one with the 4 EL34s. I think it's the Bandit or the classic 12.
It's a teal.
Teal. Yep.
I found a teal stripe 212, and it was I saw it and it's like, oh, gotta have that. And the guy says, I'll tell you what, you fix my computer and I'll trade you. And then, my eyes popped out. It's like, really? And I said, sure, I'll fix your computer. It took me like 20 minutes. He gave me the amp. And then I realized, of course, that amplifier is in a musical classification. The musical classification of furniture. It weighs about the same as a refrigerator.
People don't realize that, a single 12, even a single 12 or a 212 amplifier, it doesn't matter if it's tubes or solid state. That's a lot of power.
I mean, this thing's, oh yeah.
It's a lot of power.
Yeah, I could blow the windows out of my music room if I was in the mood.
See, it's different for bass because you need like 2 to 3 times the power, and
on a guitar,
bigger speakers because of the wavelengths are so much longer. And
I would play this for 5,000 seats. I would play that amp.
Yes.
And I would come through clean as a bell.
5,000.
That's not what we played when we were playing, but we weren't good. We were just loud.
I play with a bunch of guys now that they're very loud. You got Bam Bam on the drums, and they don't understand dynamics, but it's still you have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I remember I played.
Just got to wear earplugs.
Every third drummer was named Bam Bam. That's what they had in common. They were all called themselves Bam Bam, and they were all alcoholics.
Engine filter.
I think we lost you, Gary.
I don't know. It's out of engine.
Say again? You lost me?
We lost Gary. He just froze up.
Yeah, because I'm in the middle of a woods.
He put on he put on a Jim Carrey face and then froze.
I'm in Sherwood Forest here.
Oh, there you are. You came back.
Yeah. It's I don't know. You guys are giving me good luck. My website's working, but it's cutting in and out. It's probably because Ken's going through the mountains right now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because you're stealing his pipe.
Yeah, there's like.
Yeah.
See, now, before you were frozen, now he's frozen.
Yeah, no, because he's the host. That's why. But no, it's all good, man. I mean, there's a group online because I'm a huge PV fan. I actually work for them. I used to work for them for a number of years, beta testing all their pro audio gear.
I've got a Bandit down there, a single 12, and then the big 212 down there. And I'll tell you, with the GT8 plugged into it, if you can find a sound, give me 5 minutes to play with the buttons, and I can make that sound.
Yeah, those are they're not. I wouldn't say that they're very ubiquitous, but some people either love or hate the way they sound.
Yeah,
a lot of people like their claim to fame was the Classic 30, or they also had the Classic 50, and I think they had the smaller. I think the Classic 15, and very clean sounding amplifier. But you can put pretty much any pedal through it, and you can make it sound dirty.
I bought a 10 amp Silvertone at an auction a few weeks back. I quote unquote bid it up to $25. It was beat to death. I sold it for $150 on the way home.
Nice.
And I said, "Who wants a 10 amp Silvertone?" I think it's a 10-inch speaker actually. Who wants a 10 amp Silvertone home amp? Who wants it? It's just a headache. But I knew when I saw it at the auction. I said, "There's some fanatic out there who will think that's the best amp ever made."
Yeah.
And yeah, sold on the way home. Sold it for $1.50 without ever taking it out of the car.
Yeah, like I said, there's some that they really some of them are very sought after.
That froze up.
It's like trudging through peanut butter here.
Yeah, I know everybody's probably sitting online saying, "Okay, wait, we're not talking about mowers, but we knew that. We were going to talk about Danish pastries." And here these guys are talking about
for those
amplifiers.
who just joined us, we are on a road trip with my daughter Jessica. Say hi.
Hello.
And we're on our way to get.
Okay, Ken's breaking up a little bit. What he's saying is he's on a road trip to get Cornish game hens.
He's going in the middle of nowhere.
What's he getting, Gary? Cornish pastry?
Cornish pastries, yeah. There's a place. There's another place. There's a gastropub right in downtown of Bethel. Actually, if he wants to get actual food besides that and pastries, I forget what the place is called.
Yeah, those aren't actual food. There's a lot of English people on this channel. You're gonna catch grief for that.
Oh, I'm sure. It's a delicacy, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, Sparky showed the ingredients. I was thinking, well, that sounds pretty, well, boring.
Baking and cooking are two completely different animals as far as I can tell, and I don't do any, but I just know how much work it takes and how much finesse when you're cooking.
I cook badly, but I bake well because
Yeah.
I had granddaughters, and when you've got 4 granddaughters all staring at you saying, "Let's go do something fun. You're the fun guy. Let's go do something fun." I've got 2 choices: learn how to make cookies or take them to Six Flags.
It's hard to say no when you have granddaughters.
It gets hot here in the summer. Man, I don't want to go to Six Flags in August. The kids will run like madmen, and it's like it's 109. Surely they'll stop eventually.
You would think, but kids are very resilient.
Yeah, you really can't let little 12-year-old girls take off in the park by themselves. I think there's some law like that.
No.
I think there's a law. There should be if there isn't.
You guys helped me get back $142. Thanks for the good luck.
You just made a whole lawnmower sale.
Pretty much in one click. In one click.
You didn't even have to clean the jets.
I just picked up a guy dropped off a snowblower this afternoon, and it's one of those Cub Cadet 3 stages.
We don't have snowblowers. I don't know. We're in Texas.
Long story short, I guess the guy ran into something, but he broke the oil seal on the back of the gearbox where the auger is, where the rakes are. So now the whole thing needs to come apart.
Oh, yeah, that might be a fatal injury when you get inside it.
It could. Well, it's all locked together, but I think because the rope or the wire that he wrapped around it ripped the oil seal out of the back, and it drained all the oil out of the gearbox. So we'll just have to see how bad it is.
Yeah, here everybody's looking for, well, like the guy today. He says, "Bill, you got to come with me to go look for jet skis." Now if he finds a jet ski, he's just got to hope there's still water left when he gets to the lake. Ken, you're a Verizon commercial where you're going.
Can you hear me now? Nope.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, Verizon's not. I have Verizon, but they're not. They haven't been very good lately. I don't really travel that as much anymore. I maybe travel to like upstate New York a couple times a year, but that's it.
Hey, Simone.
Hey.
There she is. How you doing?
I'm all right.
Good.
I dug out my axe.
You did?
Yeah.
You do axe throwing?
It's my axe.
Oh, your axe. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, my axe. I haven't played this thing in years. It's probably it's out of tune. I know that.
If you're anything like me, you'll need 5 minutes before you play it in front of somebody. I always do.
Oh, yeah. Try. This is
one string.
I can't really choose, but this is the one that I've been playing with most of all.
That's it. One string. I'm embarrassed myself with one string. Oh, that's nice.
It's hard to hit the one string wrong.
It's a Music Man. The interesting thing, I got a hip shot on it.
Oh, that looks very different.
So it goes. You could do so. It's EADG, but then you hit the. Well, I don't know. Wait, you can't see it. But then you hit the lever here, and it drops it down to a D.
Really?
That's interesting.
Yep.
Really?
You did. You've been playing longer than me, and you don't know what a hip shot is?
No, I've never seen it. But keep in mind, I stopped playing in a band 25 years ago.
So if I'm playing an E,
then you get a real job.
So the E, and then now it's in a D, and then I can flick the switch.
How much tension is it pushing it back? It doesn't look hard.
No, not at all.
Never seen that before. I've got an electric guitar, but I've got no idea where I've put it. It's somewhere.
That's why I put mine on the wall. That way I can find them.
Believe it or not, I got this bass for free.
And if you're wondering why this has got stickers on it, this was my granddad's and it had damage.
Oh, and you put stickers over the damage?
Yeah. Yeah. So that one there was a hole, and that one there was a hole with some filler in it. And yeah, I thought just put some stickers over and it will hide the damage. No one knows it's there. Not anymore though. Everyone knows it's damaged.
But yeah, right. Now the world knows.
Yeah.
A sticker of a gas pump handle. It's so completely unusual. It's cool.
Yeah, I like it. It's a proper. Hang on. It's Spanish.
It's nice.
It's a proper Spanish acoustic. But it
classical,
does, yeah, it does need tweaking. It's not. I find it very difficult because I've got arthritis, so I find it quite difficult to. Hang on, there we go.
So it plays well
I've got fat fingers. That doesn't help.
I have pretty big fingers too, but
it
plays.
Yeah.
So it plays very well near the headstock, but then it starts to get very difficult towards the middle of the neck.
Yeah, it gets difficult for me if I have to stretch my fingers around. So.
Oh, okay. So stretching. So you can't really do that.
Not really. No. Basic stuff is fine, but I can't really do anything intricate. And that kind of like.
That was my problem.
I really like my guitar music.
Yeah.
That is only 8 frets, which isn't bad, but it ain't great. You could probably hit 9 or 10.
Yeah. So that's my right hand or my left hand, and I can really stretch.
Yeah.
I can hit 4 or 5 frets on a 35 scale. Yeah. 35 is a longer extra. They call it super long scale. But yeah, I started off with golf
they get closer
balls,
together when you get down the neck.
and then it started with cue balls just to go and stretch. But then you use your, the little hand. They use like the little hand exercise ones. Yeah. So it was.
10 pound this way.
There he is.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, now I can. Now we're in some civilization. Wait a minute. All right, jeez.
Hey, be right back.
Okay.
Oh.
Don't worry, Wayne. He will find pasties at some point.
No, we're almost there. We're 5 minutes out. 5 minutes out.
These better be the best food I've ever eaten.
I know. My daughter's gonna kill me if the food sucks.
I thought it was a donut.
She thought it was a Danish pastry. I said no, Cornish pasty. What the hell's that?
I thought we were
Ken, has your daughter tried pasties before?
She didn't even know what the hell it was.
I thought it was.
Oh, okay.
Like the jelly
She
donut.
thought it was a punchki, a Polish donut. Wait, Simone, are you playing? What are you doing?
No, I just dug my axe out because people were talking about guitars.
Okay.
Yeah, we sort of got sidetracked while you were gone.
Yeah. No, I'd love to be able to play properly, but unfortunately.
I couldn't live out here with no good.
Chubby Butcher.
I hope this is
Yeah, I was just looking at that. The Chubby Butcher.
Never
Oh
heard
yeah,
of
he's
that
got
before.
good video. The hamburgers. That's Wayne's buddy.
Oh yeah, Wayne said he referenced him.
Yeah, Wayne. He's in some of those. See, this is the way I take go home. 58, straight down 58 goes right by the Hi-Ho Hotel. The Hi-Ho.
But I'm not going.
He sounds high.
No, that's
That sounds that much high.
true.
Maybe not.
Yes.
Simone, just play bar chords. Anybody can play bar chords.
Yeah, that's the beginning of. Oh, hang on. The main theme from Blues Brothers. It's the beginning.
Soul Man? What, Soul Man?
Oh man.
Helped cover the cost. Cool. Nice one, Catcher.
Catch a Cow just sent you $4.49. I think that's pounds.
Oh, thank you. You'll pay for one of the Cornish pasties.
Well, he said, yeah, it'd help cover cost.
There you go. Well, yeah, between filling up her gas tank and everything else, it's gonna be $100 meal.
Oh, at least,
That's all
yeah.
right. That's all right.
And if she's smart, since you're making her drive, she'll eat good.
That's all right. Hey,
I can eat anything. I gotta fit in a wedding dress.
Give me a few more minutes, guys. I'll be back.
Okay. I wonder if Gary can hear us. I hate that blue shirt Gary's wearing. Ah, he can hear us.
I can hear you, but I have you on mute. But I'll be right back.
Okay. I always like doing that when they put the mic when they mute the microphone. Usually the speakers are still on.
I know that you. That son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Ronnie, there are some pasty shops I've tried and they've been not very good at all.
Well, this is saying it's the only authentic one in Connecticut, so we'll see.
There is one near me, and they're really salty, way too salty for my liking.
We'll see. I want to try. They have a chicken pot pie pasty. I want to try that.
Oh God, what the heck? No, you want to try traditional.
What's that? It's like steak and whatever.
At the stop sign.
It's either steak or beef,
Yep.
which are well, same thing, but there's different ways they do it. But Sparky mentioned the correct ingredients.
Yeah, the only ingredients.
Onions or something.
Yeah, correct ingredients. The only. Yeah.
Take a slight left turn onto Durand Avenue.
Oh, that's what it is, Durant Avenue. Oh, we're almost here.
Yeah, Devon pasties are good, Ronnie. I like pasties from a shop called Oggie's. Or Oggy. They're called really, really good pasties.
It sounds like in the UK you guys are into those the same way they are into cheesesteaks in Philadelphia or pizzas in New York.
Possibly. Problem is, if you eat a pasty every single day, you definitely gain weight.
I have a hard time gaining weight, so I could eat it.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, Simone, you're not exactly big.
Yeah, thanks. Fat Albert,
At the
you know.
stop sign.
No, I'm not very big at all.
Avenue.
Can start to drool.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the road.
Yeah, you can see he's getting more excited as he gets closer.
You think
His eyes will start dilating soon.
Yeah, right.
All right, we're a quarter mile away.
Whoop, don't drop the axe. Don't drop the axe. Put it down. Put the axe down. I love the fact that people call them an axe. It's just brilliant.
Yeah,
Turn right.
I think Kiss started that.
Really?
Or Peter Townsend started that.
Oh, did Peter Townsend?
Smash,
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah, smashing them. Yeah, yeah.
smashing the guitar.
Here it is, guys.
Did you,
We're here.
did you see
For your destination.
Green Day? They got angry on stage one day, and the lead
Yeah.
singer just smashed his guitar up and walked off.
Yeah, I can see getting upset at the idea of people giving you millions of dollars to sit.
Yeah,
there
but
with
when
a
you're
guitar.
spent-
They gave
Yeah.
him 1 minute. They gave him 1 minute left at the show. The show.
Yeah.
He's got. Oh my God, he went off on one. He really didn't. I don't blame him either.
It's too bad. I mean, there's some of these artists play instruments that are like $2,000-$3,000 or more, and it's like, wow, that's a very expensive.
I don't
Very
blame him
expensive
being angry,
guitar.
but destroying the guitar. That's yeah.
I don't know. I don't think my OCD could take it.
Yeah, Gary, if you have a guitar that was owned by Peter Townsend, tell me
How dare
you wouldn't put it under glass, you know?
No, actually, some people have already done that to some of his Gibson SG specials that he smashed over the years in the mid to late 70s are in a glass case in pieces in the shape of a guitar. And it's actually one of their album covers from their 1989 tour.
Huh.
Wow.
Simone, there? Simone?
Yeah, I'm here.
We're going in. We're the only
Okey-doke.
ones in. All right, hold on, Simone. I'm going to zoom you in, Simone. Hold on.
Hey, notice he's ignoring the rest of us.
That's all right.
Why?
I got a girl
Why
from
are you doing this?
a Cornish Pasty.
Why are you doing this? You put me on the screen.
Now you have to dance or something or play the guitar.
We'll have to do a jam session.
Simone, you're alive, Simone from England.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Very kind.
We want to try Cornish pasties. So actually, we're going to try a few of them. So what do you got?
Okay.
They're saying the originals, though, what, beef and onion or something?
No.
Onion, yes.
You want to try one of those?
Yeah.
Do two of those.
Okay.
What else you got?
What do you like?
Yum.
Cheese, meat.
Let me see the menu.
Show her the menu.
They got traditional.
Ken is starting to drool. I love it.
Yeah.
traditional-
Yeah, he said there's food. Simone, take over.
Can you get me off the screen, please? This is quite embarrassing.
mushroom.
Gouda cheese, a Reuben, like a Reuben, tuna melt,
Now,
spinach.
what makes you authentic? Now, remember, you're talking to someone from England here.
What makes me authentic? They're all homemade.
You want to have Well, it's funny because who from there is from Cornwall?
Okay, Simone, go ahead and play Stairway to Heaven. We'll wait.
I can't play that. I can't play that.
Cool.
Play,
It's a little bit harder than.
All right, so we do the traditional.
I couldn't play it on an acoustic, I don't think, but
A sweet and cheesy.
Okay.
Two of those.
So
And
sweet is here, am I
we're
here?
only going to eat the original. So what do we got so far? 6?
See, all of us on the chat here can only listen in on what he's trying to get.
Thank you.
I'm trying to.
Ken, you're
Sugar,
echoing.
salt, diabetes. Okay, there you go.
Yes.
That'll be
Diabetes, I'll take two,
99.95,
please.
please.
Trying to understand what's going on here.
I have coffee. Yep.
No, you can't have coffee with a pasty. You've got to have tea.
Large.
See, I'm natively a tea drinker myself. I just been converted over to coffee with my wife, and it's just it's hard to go back and forth unless it's like usually during the winter I'll drink tea more often.
Hold on, Simone.
Sparky's got it right.
He does.
Oh.
There you go, Ken. Yeah, I'm not sure how that happened, but here we go
I
again.
think,
That was embarrassing. Yeah, Sparky's got it right. Somebody take a screenshot. Yeah, it's got to be in there raw, and then it's got to be cooked.
All right, here we go. Thanks. Sugar, cream over there. All right, thanks, sir.
That's your traditional pasty.
It's what the beef.
oh wow, look at that.
It's not working. I think I'm dirty.
Beef, potato, swede, onion, salt, and pepper. No other meat, no other vegetables, no other seasonings allowed.
Oh, here, I'll show you the banner here. Watch. Read the banner. You see here. Hold on. It's one of the only places in New England to enjoy a pasty in all of its hearty goodness. We take inspiration from the traditional and add our own special flair.
Ah, okay. Yeah, 'cause
Special flair, that's the catch.
the problem is, in the UK, years ago, people in different counties decided to start making their own Cornish pasties, and the Cornish themselves basically went to the government, I think it was. Sparky, you might be able to correct me here, but they basically put in that nobody can copy a pasty and say it's Cornish unless it's made in Cornwall. So if you've got your adjustments to it, then it's not quite Cornish, but it's close.
We do have a guy from Cornwall.
Cornish style, maybe.
Yeah, I was just thinking when I saw that poster, it's like, wait a minute now. They trusted the coal miners with the recipe because coal miners are famous cooks, right?
No. The coal miners, they used to get sent underground. If they're eating a pasty, they hold on to the crust.
Yeah, you
So
can
they
see
don't
that.
Yeah.
See, for centuries, European laborers and royalty alike enjoyed savory pies as the ultimate meal to go, but it was the coal and tin mining families of Britain that turned them into a staple and brought them to America in the 1800s.
Yeah, I'm showing coal miners. I'm just saying coal miners aren't who I'm going to trust with my food choices.
Well, the thing is, when you got poison on your hands, you don't want to
Yeah,
eat.
license. Yeah, license. Not
Oh, that's
not.
true. Yeah.
But yeah, the Cornish kicked up a fuss years and years and years ago about it. I went to a shop in Dorset, which is a county just north of where I am, and they put peas in it, and it was wrong, just wrong. It wasn't a pasty, and it was like that big. It was tiny. Yeah, the crust is a handle. Yeah. Oh, do the pasty now. What are you doing to me?
Yeah, what is this? We're watching something. Maybe you should make the screen bigger so we could see.
I just had ham and Swiss, so I'm good.
Ham and Swiss?
Yeah.
What's that?
A sandwich.
Oh, okay. Ham and Swiss. Ham and Swiss cheese.
Ham and Swiss cheese.
Ham and Swiss with mayonnaise and lettuce.
Yep. What do they call? what is it? A Cuban is like just ham and pickles, right? And mayonnaise.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah. Lots of meat and a pickle and mayonnaise. That's about it. On a, it's got to be on a hoagie bun though.
It's a hoagie bun, but it's funny. Even in different parts of the United States, up here in the Northeast, we'll call them subs, but down in Texas, you might call them hoagies, or you might call them grinders. There's three different terms depending on the area.
Now, if you
of the
call
country
something
you're
a
in.
grinder in Texas, you're going to get beat up.
yeah.
I'm sure I would.
Did wonder what hoagies and grinders were, because that's in a song by Adam Sandler.
I wonder who Adam Sandler is.
Was it called? It was it was a dinner lady song. Can't remember.
I just remember. I mean, the first album I heard from Adam Sandler was
Floppy
"What
Joe.
the Hell Happened to Me." That
Yeah,
album
I've
was
got that.
hilarious.
I've got that album.
I love
Okay,
that
we're
album.
talking
That
about the
album
comedian,
is so
right?
bloody.
I've got 3 of his albums on CD.
Ode to My Car or the Hypnosis.
Oh yeah, no, it was Sloppy Joe's. The song called Sloppy Joe's.
Sloppy Joe's, yep.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna have to play that now.
Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny.
Nothing beats Toll Booth Willie.
Oh, Toll Booth Willie. It was just so good. So good. I was listening to the goat?
Yes, the goat.
Talking goat. Oh God, it's so funny.
Fuck me in the goat ass. Oh, dude. I hope there's no kids watching because I don't care.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Gary. Okay, here's the new game. We're gonna see if we can get Ken kicked off while he's not listening.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, we might as well. We're just chatting amongst ourselves, and
Yeah.
I'm making money.
Yeah, I'll go get my guitar and we'll do. I'll cover something so that he'll demonetize.
No, we should not. I've done that before. Everything I go through my sub mixer and everything. Just you hook it up that way, and if you wanted to do like a quick jam session, even getting some ideas through. It's got to have very good speakers or good headphones to listen to what's going on.
I've got Bob Marley headphones.
Fucking superimpose me, man. What the fuck would you want from me?
Yeah, Sparky, that sounds really tasty, but probably give me a heart attack.
Cheese in the middle of Scott.
Have a sloppy Joe pasty. They actually have one.
You're kidding.
He's just asking, "Oh, did the sloppy Joe pasty?"
Yeah,
Sparky,
good
that's
at
not
the
what
gay
we call a
festival.
sloppy Joe.
What?
I got
I'm
the
looking,
Grinders a deer. Jason.
catching up on the comments here.
Yeah.
Hoagies and grinders. Hoagies and grinders.
50 minutes from me.
Yeah, we just call them subs here.
Yeah, we call them subs. Get a sub. That's.
I think Subway perverted our minds, and that's what we should call them now.
Yeah, Subways. They're not even in Milford anymore. I think they moved. Ken, when did you hear about that? So, because their corporate location used to be in Milford, Connecticut, but they moved. I think they're in Stratford now.
No, they're still in Milford. Corporate's still in Milford.
Then didn't they move? I thought they.
They're on Pick Drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, still there. I guess I'm a friend of mine works there.
Oh, okay. Because I thought that I remember hearing something that they moved, or then maybe they opened up another facility.
Yeah. Skating rink or ice rink. Yep.
BRB.
I guess you might even consider a grinder as a hot sandwich. That's like a meatball grinder. Like you're not going to have a meatball sub necessarily.
Well, see, I can see a meatball sub. I'd still call it a sub. Again, I'm in Texas. I don't want to get beat up.
Not going to get beat up.
Yeah. I'm just north of Fort Worth. Yeah, you call something a grinder, they're going to assume that you've got intentions they don't agree with.
Yeah, and it's funny. You're not the only one to tell me that. Even my brother-in-law was saying, because he's a Connecticut transplant and he lives down in Texas, not too far from you. And he was even saying, yeah, it's like sub. Okay, no, we don't call them hoagies up there. We call them subs. And they're like
subs. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you wait? This doesn't compute.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of the Bible Belt.
In Texas?
Yeah.
No, I lived in Georgia. That's the middle of the Bible Belt. Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, where they all need to pray.
Oh, yeah. getting right with the Lord, as they say.
Yeah, you want to get right with the Lord because you chose your
That's what my
location
friend
badly.
he actually is from Meridian, Mississippi, and he actually moved down to South Carolina now. And but he's got, he's about as Irish and as Christian as the day is long. He's like, you need to get right with the Lord.
I see Ken's improved greatly over there, huh? Over there.
Yeah, looks like he's staying in one place.
Yeah. Well, you're packing up for the day, and it becomes my dad live.
Hey, Gary.
Yeah. Ah, yes.
We're going to laugh at you. That's a classic.
Very much classic.
What the hell happened to me?
That's the first one that I had when I was a kid.
Yeah. I've had these for years. That one, What's My Name?
What's my name? Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, just think, American culture found its way to England, and that's what they got.
Stan and Judy's
That was the best we could give them.
He kept all. Hey, Adam Sandler. You can say what you want. His wife was actually started off as a fan, and then he wound up marrying her. But he kept all of his friends. Like Rob Schneider, and they kept them all employed for years. I mean, there was like a whole stretch of movies that he.
People don't know he's a really good singer. People don't realize.
But England gave us the Who. They gave us the Rolling Stones. We gave them Adam Sandler. This wasn't a good trade. We got the better end of that trade.
Yeah, he hasn't got the best film series. Let's put it that way.
No, I laugh.
But he's done some. He's done some good movies.
I
Some
think
good.
they're all funny.
Happy Gilmore was probably the funniest. Little Nicky was.
I didn't mind that.
No, I like that one.
The Waterboy was definitely good.
Yeah,
The Waterboy rocked. Yeah.
Waterboy was good.
Punch Drunk Love was good.
This later, there was another one called Click, and it had.
Click was one of the top 10 ever.
Yeah.
Click was funny because it had Kate Beckinsale. It had what the heck is his name?
I cried at the end of that film.
He played the Angel of Death. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it. But the dynamic was incredible. That's going to bother me now.
Yeah.
Ronnie Barker, water sucks. It really, really sucks.
Really sucks. Henry Winkler.
Oh, Henry Winkler.
Covered in bees.
He's so cool.
I could do that.
Hey Sparky, I've got one of those jukeboxes. I call it my computer, and I can put all my CDs in it.
I've got all these on my computer. I bought these years ago, before I even figured out how to rip them. But this was a US import. This one, I've still got the import sticker on the back.
Gives it some authenticity.
Yeah, I keep stuff like that. I'm random, me.
At some point, it's you get sick and tired of buying air all the time. You actually want to have a CD or have a vinyl.
Yeah.
Vinyl's made such a huge comeback.
I've got literally hundreds of records.
After years of collecting, I've had to get mine down to categories. The 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, bubblegum, classical. Classical. Country.
Ken,
that's
let's
only
have a
got
look
one
at
in it.
Ken,
Hello.
let's see these pasties. Come on.
Say again? Oh,
Show me good. So I want to see these pasties.
we got the ones to go. Those are here waiting for the fresh
Oh,
one.
I see.
Holy grease, this Batman.
Now there's going to be a big grease spot on the seat.
Home.
Hey, John.
We're having two here.
Swimming in it.
And my daughter's eating a muffin. What is it?
Orange olive oil.
Orange olive oil muffin.
Orange olive oil. What the hell? Wow.
Yeah.
That's different.
Anything will taste
So
good
as far as
after that.
tea, I'm more of a green tea drinker. A little bit of honey, maybe even a shot of whiskey.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll eat a leather belt with a good cup of coffee and gravy.
I don't do milk in my tea. That doesn't compute in my mind.
Anything with gravy, I'll eat. Oh, who's in the basement? Hey, Mixter, hold on.
Hey, Mick.
Hey, Mick, what's good?
How you doing?
Oh, here we go, guys.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, it's sort of like an afternoon at the Duchess. We get to watch Ken eat.
We can all live vicariously through his deliciousness here.
What is the dip?
Salad.
Here's extra salad.
Yeah, for the next live stream, we're gonna have Ken getting his heart done
Yeah,
at the
he's
operating room.
He's gonna have to have his heart and arteries roto-rooted out for all the cholesterol that he's
Yeah.
gonna ingest.
Ken's
What's
willing
in
to
the
die
dip?
for the craft.
There we go.
Oh man, I wish I could eat that stuff, but I can't.
That looks like guacamole.
Cucumber salad with dill.
It's what is it?
Mm.
What is it in there?
It's probably like vinegar and dill.
Cucumber salad with dill.
Cucumber.
Oh,
Hey, never. That's good. That's basically.
Now
it.
you know why John's standing in the basement.
Like, I didn't
Very
even
good
bring
stuff.
that up.
The pasty's not big enough.
Simone, should I hold it? Should I cut it?
See, John wouldn't slice his cucumber; he'd have it whole.
No, you can't eat it with a knife and fork. You got to eat it with your fingers.
Yeah,
Big
hand.
fingers. Yeah,
You got to eat it with your fingers. His
you do
fingers.
have to use a fork
There you
to
go.
get it out of the
There you
jar.
go.
At least
Finger
you never
food.
grab it with your fingers.
Hey, John, just for the record, I was not the one that said cucumber. It was him over here.
My daughter's saying it's like a shepherd pie empanada.
What?
That's
Make her sit outside.
Hey, ask her what she was eating before.
Now, if I buy a pasty, it's not that small.
yeah. Aren't they much bigger?
Usually about that big.
I-
They're usually about 6 inches in
Yeah,
length.
they're very large.
Yeah,
They're big.
Very large empanada.
UK pasties are big. Well, if you want a big pasty. When I went to Cornwall years ago, there was a shop called Palfrey's, and they used to sell a pasty that was 12 inches long. No word of a lie. It was gigantic.
I wonder how many calories that actually
Okay,
is.
Simone, you got to stop because there's too many jokes blowing through my head, and I'm
I know.
going to get Ken in trouble.
I know. I was thinking like people are going to take that really the wrong way.
Yeah, it's yeah. I
People
started
are
the
too
joke. It's
overly
like,
sensitive
Yeah, the
these
girls
days.
want it bigger, always.
No, those 12-inch pasties were just way too big. I couldn't eat. I couldn't.
I mean, depending on how much they are, you could probably just cut them in half and save it for the next day.
Yeah, that would be the plan. Cut it in
And
half. Put it in.
how else could you? Anyone that could eat an entire pasty that big in a single sitting is not human.
It would be 12 inches long and at least 4 to 5 inches in width. So that's a lot of food.
It's a lot of food.
Yeah,
I mean,
mixed lot of pasty as well,
that's like a shareable portion. You'd have to. It's like 2 people's worth.
yeah.
See, Mick's got my kind of
delicious,
food,
though.
Pringles.
Dick, that's quite impressive then.
I think
Okay, a good one.
I think Dick's just referring to water retention. I think that's what that is.
A little bit of envy going on there.
Be Dick's large engine.
Well, remember the old saying: anybody who tells you bigger isn't better loves you.
Yeah,
There
you're
goes
right.
Simone. Boink, gone.
It does look like an empanada.
Oh Lord.
Where's the nutrition facts on that one? I'm very curious. Carbohydrate city.
Yeah, you go down the list of things that your doctor says you shouldn't eat, and the nutrition list says yes.
Usually doctors will tell you, yeah, it's okay to have a cheat day once a week, once a month kind of thing, because you can't cut out everything that's bad for you. It's moderation. If you're going to have, one of those every single day, let's say you have a 6-inch pasty that way.
You had to
You're not
stop
gonna
right
live
there,
for
didn't you,
very
Gary?
Good to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, very good.
Yeah, my mom's 84, and she gets a cheat day, 1 meal a week, and she's
No.
got circulation and heart and all that, and kidney things, and she's still allowed a cheat day.
That's it. If you have longevity genes like that, God bless her.
Yeah,
of these.
Yeah, my family, you pretty much you get to live as long as you want, or as long as everybody else wants you to be alive.
We're all gonna die someday. It's just you don't want to find ways to rush it.
Yeah, when you aggravate enough people, yeah, that's how you go.
They're small.
In England, they say they're 8 to 12 inches, depending on.
Some people don't care though. They'd rather have a Big Mac in one hand and a Diet Coke in the other. They're good.
Well, that's been my life, and so far, I've made it this many years, and I'm still in good shape.
But see, that's the thing. It all comes down to genetics. Like
does.
there's a history of high cholesterol, and then I have to be on medication for that. But then somebody else who's got better tolerance for that can eat like a garbage disposal, and their blood scans is like all in the green.
Yeah, my whole body's a mess right now, and nothing to do with diet.
I don't remember them in England either. And I was
No, I ate them.
Oh, no, very good.
Yeah,
Well, I can't tell the difference.
that's
They were
tough.
Can't ignore it.
like the best part of it. I can't imagine getting rid of it. Oh, yeah. That's like the classic part.
So, $100.
I'd be more inclined if it was covered in gold.
Well, I'm glad you.
Thank you.
I think Jessica only goes with her dad to eat because that's when he's at his quietest.
Only when I have food in my mouth, Nick.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was referring to. I don't know what you were thinking of. What do you think then, Jessica? Do you like it or not? Is it good?
Good. The guy said they're like it's like eating shepherd's pie, but like wrapped in not a shell.
Nothing like shepherd's pie.
What's so bad about shepherd's pie? It's quite delicious.
There's nothing wrong with shepherd's pie. I've had this ain't shepherd's pie.
It's not shepherd's pie. Yeah.
No, more like a cottage pie. No, what about cottage pie?
Oh, behave yourself.
It reminds me of shepherd's pie. They're good.
So now what we have to do is ask Ken's daughter, would you go spend that much money and that much gas to go to the same place to get it again?
That's the.
Would I go? Would I spend the hour in driving to get here again? I mean, I would come for
And half a tank of gas.
Oh, they're good. Well, like I said, this is more of a niche, they said, and since COVID, there's been less customers because there's less travelers on the train.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got to think. You just spent what a third world person would spend on a motorcycle for food. Was it worth
food?
it?
Exactly. And spend it. You have to spend nearly $50 to fill up the tank of gas these days.
Yeah, that comes next.
Did you see what they were driving? $50 won't fill the ashtray.
That's just it. For my economy car, that's only got an 8.5 gallon tank. It cost me about $38 US to fill up all the way.
I've got a Turbo Civic, and yeah, it's got an 11-gallon tank, so at least that doesn't make my heart hurt.
It's technically 10.8 gallons, but you cannot fill the more than 85% full due to the expansion of the gasoline.
I have absolutely no idea what you Americans are whinging about the price of fuel. You have absolutely no place to whinge about it.
We're at $3.50 a gallon right now, and $3.50
It's a little bit higher up here, and where Ken and I are. It's still
in the
still
UK.
over $4.
In the UK, it's £2 per litre over here.
They've got to sign over their house to get gas. Give up a couple of children.
Do me a favor. Just get up and take a picture of them.
Actually, what is the national fuel average now?
Well, I saw it at 341 here today, and I thought that was pretty good.
Let's see, the EIA here on the East Coast, the average cost for a gallon of regular gasoline is $4.20.
Wow, cheap, man.
But it's supposedly going down. That's the U.S. average. On the East Coast, specifically New England, the average is $4.48 a gallon.
I'm telling you, I saw it for $341 today, and it's like it's not cheap, but I can't complain. Everybody else has got it so much worse. You got to shut up,
No, we don't. Yeah, you're down in the west on the Gulf Coast. Yeah, it's actually less. The average is $3.83.
Wow,
that's coastal
cheap.
though.
Midwest is $4.22.
Man,
And then where the Rocky Mountain area is 465, and then West Coast in California, which is probably the worst, is still 526 a gallon.
Yeah.
My God, you guys get change out of your fuel better than we get.
Mm-hmm. And still the national average for diesel is 526 a gallon.
He's like our only.
They even put California in their own category. It's $6.38 a gallon for diesel.
Yeah, that's pricey, man.
That's extremely pricey.
Yeah, $6.38 for a truck that gets 2.5 miles per gallon.
Yeah, 5.5 miles a gallon if you're lucky. If it's one of the more modern ones that you can actually shut off the cylinders or reduce the compression for when you don't need the extra power. That's ridiculous. It's just you're feeling it everywhere in the supply chain. That's what I do. That's what I'm looking at 3 screens, looking at supply chain type stuff, federal, UPS, LTL. That's what I do for my day job.
And people bitch when Amazon prices go up 50 cents.
Oh yeah.
So for diesel in California, that'd be like nearly $30 in comparison.
Yeah.
Man, $30 a gallon. Then you can start whinging.
Yeah, that'd free up traffic a little bit.
Yeah. Too bad that now our national reserves are going overseas when they should have kept it here for us.
Yeah, that was another bright idea by your fearless leader.
Yeah. So I said earlier,
he hasn't slipped on a banana peel yet, or someone tried to kill him.
The first guy I voted for was Reagan, and the only one I ever liked was Reagan.
The advantage is when Trump gets back in, he's going to make America great again.
Some people may not agree, but I don't even know. They're even saying that he's too old to run at this point.
Well, yeah, you know, he's older than Biden was when he was saying Biden was too old to run.
Right, exactly. Elon Musk told him, you should just, right out into the sunset. But
Elon Musk, if you want to pick the one person on the planet,
the one person on the planet that would ruin this planet faster.
Yeah, Elon Musk.
Through the woods where we lost our internet 100 times.
You'll never see a president in this country in their 40s, because that's really someone in that age range is better suited to lead, in my opinion, just because they're more in tune with what's happening versus someone that's in their advanced 60s and 70s, possibly 80s, that have lost touch with the world.
Starting to fight, Gary.
I'm not even 40, so I don't even qualify.
I remember when I was 40.
Yeah, I'm sure.
As I said, don't start any fights, Gary.
It'll creep up on me soon enough. Don't worry, I'll be joining you guys soon enough.
That's the worst part. It's not going to creep up on you. What's going to happen is you're going to open your closet one day and it's going to kick your ass.
It's already kicking my ass.
Yeah, it's going to come running at you like a freight train, and there's nothing you can do. Try to do it gracefully.
That's what I plan on anyway. All good. All good late intentions.
Yeah, I exercise every day, just trying to stave off age.
Yeah.
Is it working?
Get busy living, get busy dying.
If I lose you guys, my battery is like on minus. So if I lose you, don't worry. Stay talking. I'm gonna plug in when we get in the car.
And my site's going down again.
Hey, Greg, I got your stick on the refrigerator.
Nope, I gotta redo it.
Oh man, it's glitchy out here today.
Well, it looks like we lost him. I don't know if it'll keep us connected for very long.
Yeah,
it will. Yeah, until we all shut down.
Well, that's good, at least.
Yeah, man, standing thing.
Is that better?
No.
Hey, Ronnie, I went the same thing. My son's Toyota Prius had his cat stolen about 3 weeks ago.
Ugh. That's a big problem up here in Connecticut as well. But they put a law in place that you have in order to have a cat recycled, it actually has to be attached on the car. But it's kind of a useless law because when they get stolen, they don't recycle them or get rid of them in Connecticut. They'll go to New York and get rid of them.
Yeah, you're right around the corner from 9 other states.
They don't have that law. And then there's guys that'll actually weld large, thick metal rod across the entire length of the exhaust system. And I've seen guys even on it's not on it's on Instagram where they'll weld like "fuck you, not today," try and steal it because the portable Sawzall is going to take a lot longer to go through that wrought iron steel.
See, now I would consider that a challenge. I'd be there with a diamond blade. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna head out.
But yeah, when he stole my son's catalytic converter, the 2009 and older Toyota Prius has a catalytic converter worth like $1,000 scrap. His is a 2010. The catalytic converter is worth about $15. So he got robbed by stupid criminals.
No.
I mean, the Ford truck next to him had an $800 CAD in it, scrap value.
Yeah. Say, I could never be a cop. I'd say shoot them all and let God sort them out.
Yeah.
I believe in the 40 caliber solution.
Yo.
Oh, Ronnie. Ronnie says he only had his car for a few weeks and it got stolen. Now, I've had the Prius for 12 years now. I gave it to my son when he went to college 6 years ago.
When you say Prius, I think of Jeff Dunham.
Yeah, right.
Homo.
Jeff Dunham. Yeah.
Right,
was it the dead terrorist?
Oh, Gary Robin, thank you.
Yeah, Ahmed, the terrorist. Yeah, he's like the world's worst terrorist.
No, my favorite is Walter.
Yeah,
that guy. That personality is hilarious.
Hey, what a way to spend $90.
Hey, you haven't bought the gas yet.
Yeah, you haven't bought the fuel.
How many pasties did you get? 105.
I bought 8, and I bought 3 muffins, and I bought a couple of coffees.
Testing my pulse.
Push
the cholesterol.
$90.
Yeah.
Wow.
$8.50. Remember, well, we're in an area that's sort of ritzy,
Well, you're right next to Danbury, so Danbury is kind of a border city with New York. So there's going to be some money grubbing. You'll see more New York plates in that area than you would Connecticut plates.
I feel bad for them, though, because they're such nice people, Robin and her father, Gary, and they say since COVID, business got cut like 90%.
Yeah.
Nobody's trained anymore. Everybody's working from home.
Well, look at my day job. I'm a logistics analyst and supply chain person for a company that works in the restaurant industry, and I can tell you, every week that I will hear my CEO will have our town halls, he's saying that because of the cost of inflation, people aren't going out to eat as much, so that's why they're not sitting down specifically, I should say. They're not sitting down in the restaurant. They're going through the drive-through, and that's a huge portion of the revenue, more than 50% at this point. But as a result, if you're going to sit down into a restaurant, there's more opportunities to upsell you, drinks, other things like that.
Yeah.
And you saying that it's hurt them so much now where people aren't going out to eat every single week. They may go every 2 weeks because what cost $15, say, beginning of COVID to feed the family now costs more like 30 to 35. And that's having a huge impact on the bottom line. And and that's really what's happening in the restaurant industry. They're hurting bad, even though the people are coming back to work. It's just that the recession, it's like the 1-2 punch with COVID and then the recession.
Yeah, I was at Wendy's the other day and the $4 meal cost $5.
Exactly.
Wendy's
So,
is not a $4 meal deal anymore. It's a $5 bag.
Yeah, the $4 meal deal, and they charged me $5. Now I wasn't quite sure what to say. It's like,
right.
Well, I still want it, so here.
But that's just it, and now they're trying to. I think the minimum wage here in Connecticut is going to be going up to $15. I think, is it this year or is it next year? And they're not going to pay $15 an hour for someone to go and flip burgers at a fast food restaurant. There's a lot of technology. There's even robots now that are going to be given. They're going to automate a lot of that process.
Yeah,
I mean, you see it with McDonald's now. McDonald's is doing the kiosk, and they're doing sooner or later they're going to get the automated system where it just cranks out burgers like it's nothing.
I got to see the Amazon, one of the 50 Amazon, because Dallas is like right in the middle of everything.
So,
yeah. We've got these massive, indescribably large. Now imagine a Walmart, and the bathrooms in this Walmart facility and this Amazon facility have more square footage than 3 Walmarts. I mean, these things are like quarter mile plus long, at least maybe half a mile long, and they're square. And you see these. I got to see inside one, and they're moving basically what would take 20,000 people to move through the building with 2,000 people. Everything's automated.
Yeah, and that's what's happening. You know, the lower the level skill, because skilled labor right now for us here in Connecticut is about $15-16 an hour, and if they move the minimum wage to that, well, now so your skilled laborers are going to be somewhere around $22 to $24 an hour at the minimum.
Yeah.
And
well, look at what we're hiring at Sikorsky. We're hiring people, like skilled people, for $24 an hour to start. Well, if they're making 15 at McDonald's, I mean, you know.
Wait. They're going from McDonald's to being considered skilled at Sikorsky?
That's what's happening.
I don't mean skilled, but I mean like laborers, though. People on the job trained people start with the union at my place at $24 to $26 an hour.
Right, and that's what's caused. I mean, you make good money with the union. Yeah, you're gonna, you're paying for that collective bargaining and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword in my mind, because
I saw the video the other day of them training somebody how to use a zero turn in the middle of the car.
Yeah.
And that until the last week, probably got used a big,
Bill's breaking up.
He's breaking up.
Yeah.
Bill sounds automated. He's been transferred to a robot. He's been chipped and pinned.
Yeah, it finally happened.
See, at least if you've got like a Burger King or something, so all the food's automated, you're not going to find a loogie in your burger, are you?
Somebody's spitting it. Actually, that's what happened where
it'll be a
Burger King specifically here in town. Actually, they had everybody just quit. Like there was nobody to run the restaurant, and they shut it down. Corporate had to get involved and actually find people locally to open it back up. And they've been slowly getting more people to come actually to work, but they can't retain them. It's like the chum bucket of town. That's really, it's terrible food.
At the next stop sign, turn right.
Oh, here you go.
Now there's the general store, or no, that was someone else.
Big like a Jimmy Buffett painted on the side of the house.
Saying about chum bucket, I remember years ago I picked up a phrase from someone, and it was choke and puke.
Yeah.
And that's just, I love it. It's just brilliant.
Yeah, choke and puke.
Wasn't that in Smokey and the Bandit? Choke and puke.
I think it might have been choke and puke.
Yeah, that's a pretty common Deep South phrase.
Yeah, choke and puke.
It's great if you know a greasy spoon that's really, really bad.
Yeah,
it's choke and puke.
Greasy spoon.
That just makes me think of a restaurant we got here called Joe's that says "Eat at Joe's" on their billboard.
Reminds me of the Looney Tunes.
Back in the 90s, I went to a place in the 90s in London, and I met my ex in London. Well, back in the 90s that was, and we met in a greasy spoon, and literally it was the dankest, dirtiest place I think I've ever been in my entire life. And it was gross. But
were you with him for a while?
Sorry?
Were you with him for a while, though?
A year and a half.
Oh, so okay, yeah.
You guys
didn't last long.
Yeah, I think. Oh, there he is. Gary's back.
Sorry, no, I had to jump into another screen real quick. It's just the way you said dank.
Yeah.
It's just a British.
I know it's a British. Yeah, you thought that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very descriptive.
I think over here you've got we use a lot of descriptive words over here. We really do.
As I get to speak with you guys more often, I'm picking up on some of the lingo. I'm like, okay, well, you try to find the genesis and see where it comes back around.
Well, still the stupidest thing I've ever heard. When I first moved to Texas, my ex moved me to Texas and then divorced me like 2 hours later because they've got better divorce laws in Texas. Half wasn't enough. She wanted all of it. But
because Texas is based on Spanish law, not English law.
Yeah, no doubt. But yeah, it's like immediately. So, I did what any guy would do. 40 years old, running around in a Corvette with flames down the side. I started dating everybody. Oh,
you were that guy.
I was a serial dater.
That guy.
I really was. Yeah, Now I know now that I had a problem, but what I discovered, it's like I had one, like when I first started dating here, I'd moved here from Indiana. I went from Silicon Valley to Indiana to here, so I wasn't used to the speech patterns here. And it's like a girl says, "I'm fixing dinner." In my Indiana brain, I'm thinking, "Oh crap, she broke dinner."
No,
She's
that's
fixing
not even.
Oh.
I'm a New Englander all day long, and I understand that.
She's fixing dinner. And
Yeah,
I
if
said,
there's something wrong, so you've got to put it right.
yeah, we can get new food. Let's not just try to fix that food. We'll just go get new food. And she
That's a
says, "No, I'm
Southern
fixing
thing
it."
more than anything. I'm fixing dinner.
Yeah, and then
Fixing up some dinner. That's what
I'm
they say.
fixing to go to the store. Explain that one. I still don't see how those.
Wait,
words
which
go.
one?
I'm fixing to go to the store.
Yeah, I'm fixing. Yeah, it's very common.
Yeah, we started calling them momonym's.
Ah.
Momonym, the ultimate deep South phrase. You know, it's like when it's like
or
when
the
mom
other
and them went on a picnic together.
Southern is more like I reckon.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't hear much I reckon in Texas, but they use normal words.
That's
with
more of a
normal
Mississippi
pattern.
and Alabama thing.
Yeah.
It really is.
They don't use the words like you would expect them to.
No. Drawl and everything.
Yeah, Simone speaks proper English, so when she uses a word, she uses it as the word was intended.
I speaks proper England, I does.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Education.
Yeah, but now when you get a coffee, you may fix a coffee, but in Texas you'd be fixing to get coffee.
And the other thing with Texas is that you can't, when you find a piece of, go to the butcher, you can actually still go to a butcher to get a piece of meat down in Texas. Up here, that doesn't exist anymore, but you can't find it. They prepare it all a certain way. It's smoked with hickory usually, and it's not really prepared any other way down in Texas.
Yeah, I live in the middle of Trophy Club, Texas, right? This is yuppie hell. It's actually on the board out front. It's listed as the safest city in Texas.
Eating though.
Yeah,
we had a butcher.
You can actually go from where I'm sitting right now. I'm less than 2 miles from a longhorn cow.
That it's funny you mentioned Longhorn because Longhorn is. I mean, they have one over here in not near me, and maybe about half an hour, 30 minutes away. And it's funny when my family from Texas, I have like some in McKinney, some in Fort Worth, and when they come up here, they're like, "Oh, we want to check out Longhorn because Longhorn's big down there," and they want to see what the difference is and how the meat is prepared. And they'll actually like it up here better than they would down there because it's different from what they are usually used to.
Yeah, it's like here they've got Tex-Mex. You know what Tex-Mex is?
Yes, Tex-Mex. Yeah, that's a big thing down
with
there.
Rice and barbecue sauce.
Mm-hmm.
That's all
and
it is.
Some people, it just doesn't compute. I mean, my wife and I, we love our Mexican food, but there's this. When you go to a Mexican food place, you got to go someone who's either from Mexico or understands Latin food, and you can tell the difference of how it's prepared.
Yeah, Ken's asking for the link. I don't know how to do it.
Oh, he needs his own link. Here you go. I'll get it.
Okay, yeah, sorry, Bill. I don't have a way to do it here.
I've got it right here.
Okay. No, we used to have a butcher here. 20 years ago, you could get any side of
mean and just read it to him.
You could get any piece of
the link.
It's all the way back up at the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. No, I went and copied it, but then when I pasted it, it didn't come up as a link on my end.
Oh.
Does it look like a link?
You may have to go back on YouTube and do it, or you do it in the private. You may not be able to see the private chat.
Well, no, I don't think he can either if he's trying to get into the stream.
Hang on.
It's in the beginning of
There you go. Henry got it.
Hey, nice.
Thanks, Henry.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I used to go to a butcher years ago, and it was 20 odd years ago, and you could get any side of beef you wanted, any piece, you name it, you could get it. And slowly but surely, over these 20 years, they started selling pastries, and they started cutting back on meat, and they started having other stuff as well that
couldn't compete.
Shouldn't be sold in a butcher's shop. And I went up there a few weeks ago, and it's completely empty, gutted.
Yeah. There used to be a butcher down the street when I was a kid, like very small. It's a place used to be called Stanley's, and him and his brother worked it, and they were open for over almost 50 years. And long story short, what was happening was they couldn't compete with the cost of meat as the rising costs, because everything was starting to go wholesale, and it was more profitable to go wholesale than to actually have an actual retail shop. But man, you can get any kind of cut that you wanted, cut to order. I remember getting they call them minute steaks, because they would slice it very thin, fry it up in the frying pan. Oh
yeah,
so good, so good. Some fond childhood memories there.
Yeah, Simone, talking about businesses that do that, they take the meat and then decide to try to branch out and then wreck the business.
that's exactly what I think happened. Yeah,
I was in
They do that a
Jasper,
lot
Georgia.
with breweries too. The pubs,
I was in Jasper, Georgia, and there's a road that goes west from Jasper, Georgia, and I swear I'm not making this up. There's a body shop, and then right next door, there's this place that the only thing, it doesn't say the name of the business, but on the sign it says small engine repair and tax services.
Hey, don't laugh at that. I'm small engine repair and pet services with my wife. Look at my logo. It's my German Shepherd with a wrench and a pencil in his mouth.
I like that. That sounds like a cool design.
Actually, I think someone in England or the UK actually designed it for us.
I've heard Scotty Daniels pretty good.
Yeah, I forget. My wife used someone. She's on a lot of those small business services, and like if you work with a program called Canva, there's a lot of people up there.
Oh,
Yay, he's back.
Hey, he's back.
Let's see. Mick left. All right.
Yeah, he got bored. We started talking about small engines and
butchers
and
I don't think he was. I think he was getting bored about the food. He wanted to talk about machines, maybe.
No, I went to the car. I plugged into the car, but the car wasn't plugged in. So.
Yeah, Carl, I agree with you. I do like a pork pie every now and again. Yeah.
Still good.
Pork pie. I remember a TV series back in the 90s. Oh, what was it called? It was at a hairdresser's or a salon, and there was a African family that had moved to the UK, and Desmond's, that was it, and there was a character called Pork Pie.
Huh.
Yeah, Desmond's. That's it. Ronnie's got it. Used to enjoy that show. It was funny.
I'll be back in 2 shakes.
Or Jack Rabbit's ass.
Yeah.
Pork pie. Yeah, pork rinds. You can go up to Lewiston, Maine, and there's a place called Sam's that you can get all these pork rinds in like this little container, and it's beyond salty. Like the sodium alone will make your heart pound out of your chest. But in small quantities, it's the kind of stuff you only have once in a while.
If you go to like a pub over here, if you have for like a bag of pork scratchings, it's basically the same sort of thing, but it's not. They're not quite so salty, but they're quite tasty. But like sometimes you'll pull one out of the packet and it's still got the hairs sticking out of it. It's like, you're thinking, what part of the pig did that come from?
A little bit of cheese, a little bit of provolone cheese. I don't know. It's a guilty pleasure, but I don't get to go up to Maine as much as I used to. We talked about diversity and being able to, when it came to like the breweries over around here in the States have that big problem too, because think about it. If you're going to go and make a signature beer that people are going to go to your pub or go to your brewery to go and drink, but then you have everything else that you want to try and experiment and whatnot, but then you stop making your flagship beer that you're known for, you lose your customer base so quickly. There's breweries that in Connecticut that actually do that, and it's just I don't know how they survive.
Yeah, Ray, you've got that bang on. Salty snacks make you drink more beer. It's true.
Hey, now they're actually good. They're combining pizza places in with breweries. There's a brewery up in our area called Clocktown Brewing. And it's got an old clock. It's got a huge brick oven style New Haven, Connecticut style pizza, which is the most superior pizza style in my opinion. But I'll probably get challenged by Ken on that one.
Yeah, you're starting a fight there.
But in any event,
I like Sally's myself. I mean, that's the way.
So think of like Frank Pepe's pizza.
See, now I make my own pizza from scratch, from like flour.
I like Sally's better.
My wife and I do that too. She'll get like the pound and a half dough. She'll let it rest, and then I'm having to, roll it out and do that, and then she puts all the stuff together. We do a great job with it.
Does she make it from like flour and yeast and all that?
That's already done. There's a local shopping place that actually makes it fresh there. So, but we just buy it in the bag. It's already like in a pound or a pound and a half.
There's only like 3 ingredients, and after that, it's all flavor.
Exactly, and also water is important too.
It's flour, water, and yeast.
Salt, flour, egg. No,
you don't put eggs in pizza.
Egg.
Shakey's pizza. Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, but they say at Pepe's though, they say it's in the water. It's all about the water.
It's all about the water. Look at there's places in Hawaii that'll actually ship water down from like New York, New Haven areas down there because the water down there is different than what they have up here.
Yeah.
Shakin' Stevens. Yeah, I remember him. Window.
We need Briggs. He'd tell us where the best water is. I'm sure he's got it in a cup.
Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Water sucks.
You're all bad people. Gatorade not only quenches your thirst better, it tastes better too.
That's right.
You're drinking the wrong water.
Gatorade. Gatorade.
It's a belt drive. It's a snowmobile.
Oh, I've got to get my guitar.
Half the people are saying, where are they going with this?
I've got to get
Apparently, Simone's a very big Adam Sandler fan, and I'm somewhat of a fan, but I can only think of small.
Yeah, for anybody not keeping up, they're going all Waterboy on you now.
I collected his films up until he did Jack and Jill, because Jack and Jill was total garbage.
When I went to go do my oil yesterday, same color as this.
So
yeah.
Hey, Simone, you know how to read tabs?
What's that? What's a tab?
Finger tabulature.
Yeah.
No, I don't know what that
super
is.
easy.
I don't know.
I mean, I understand.
There you go. Just do that.
Yeah.
Oh
tabs,
no, I've tried, but I'm not that clever.
And now I learned how to read music young, and I looked at tabs. And when you know how to read music, you tend to get a little snobby. And I looked at the tabs for about an hour and said, something? Actually, I kind of like these.
Tabs are great. There's even a MIDI open source program that you can actually write music in tabs, and it'll convert it over to the music notation for you. But it's just learning all the different modes and the different scales. Once you understand that, then your brain can connect the rest of it.
Just a question. Can I get an app on my phone so I can tune my guitar?
Yes, you can. I actually have that on my phone.
Okay, because
it uses the microphone.
Yeah, I did get told you can go a certain amount of frets along and you can strum it, and you need to go to the next one.
It goes
that one.
Yeah, find your E. Your very top string.
Yeah.
Find it.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. I got to rename the stream. Cornish Pasty and guitar lesson. Okay.
Yeah. So once you get the top string at a real E, then what you do is hold the 5th fret.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then hit the string underneath it, and they should be identical.
Yep.
No.
I just used one of these.
No, in a good world they would be.
For $9, it's worth it.
Yeah, I've got the GT8, so all I do is push the tune button.
The problem with
I just use Pandora. That's all.
The problem with this guitar is that the strings are so far away from the fret.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, but see, this is exactly what I was asking you before. So what's happening with a very common problem you have to have, there's a truss rod, there's a metal rod inside that needs to be adjusted through the sound hole. You need to turn it about a quarter of a turn with the Allen key, and then that should start to straighten it out. See, every guitar neck needs to have a little bit of a bow. Think of the nut where the headstock is as the is like the first seat inside of a theater, and then all your frets are the subsequent seats. They need to be higher up behind it, because then the bridge is the stage. Think of it that way.
See, now
a guitar can never be complete. A neck can never be completely flat, so you need to have a little bit. But when it starts to get too high in the middle and then too low at the where the nut is, where they go to the headstock, that tells me that there's that S curve problem.
The nut's the white thing.
Yeah, the nut is the white thing at the headstock. So that's your first seat. Think of it as the first seat in the theater. Then all your frets are the subsequent seats that should be lower, because you know how like a theater has got the high seats in the back. And then the stage is the bridge where all your saddles are. Yep. So
yeah, see, I'm just the opposite on that. I like a really tall nut and dead flat all the way across.
Wow.
Yeah, I play electric. But I play electric, and that's just how I feel.
For her, that's the problem. Is she's going to have a hard time pressing down. You're going to need a lot of finger strength to get to the middle of the neck.
But on electric, you can get that close.
Yeah, there's too much.
You usually get it within 15 thousandths, and
as long as you don't have any hum, you're all good.
Yeah, there's way too much movement, and you could suspend a car on that. You know.
Yeah.
You need to adjust.
Look inside the sound hole.
Simone, so what you do is take your one finger on one string, hold down at the first fret, and then your highest fret, push down on that, and then see how much what's called neck relief. How high of the string is it off? How high is the string from there? If it's say more than 15 thousandths of an inch, that means that truss rod needs to be really adjusted. But you can only do it little by little.
Hold that down and look at the double dot. That's the 12th fret.
Oh, this one.
Yes.
See how big the space is in there. It should be relatively tiny.
Huge.
It should be a fingernail and a half.
Her truss rod is too loose.
Yeah.
See, Simone, you thought it was all going to be about food tonight.
I did.
Yeah. So your guitar's a V shape basically. You just can't see it.
It's lifting at that end. So.
Yeah, it's a V shape. It's like this. You just can't see it.
Yeah.
So the little nut inside there that attaches to the neck from the inside by the sound hole.
Yeah.
You can adjust it. That's good. A neck without a guitar. That's perfect.
Oh yeah.
So this is your nut.
Yes.
And then you have all your subsequent frets. This is actually the first bass guitar neck that I've ever had, and I put a new fingerboard on it. But inside there's a truss rod that takes all the pressure from the tension of your strings. It looks straight, but it's actually got a curve like this.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen is you're going to have frets that are going to be very your strings are going to be very close to the frets here, and then as it starts to get to the middle, you're going to start to see it start to bow really high up.
And you got to earn it to play the high end of it.
Exactly. You have to really push down on the strings. So that tells me, because your truss rod is really going to be you're going to feel the adjustment of the truss rod more here than you would here at the heel where it connects to the body of the guitar. So there's an adjustment inside the sound hole that you have to crank the truss rod to basically pull the neck back so that it is almost straight. Yours is just too exaggerated, where the tension of the strings is pulling it forward like this too much.
Yeah. Okay.
It sounds like it just needs an adjustment, but don't do it in very small increments, like a quarter turn. Let it sit for like a half an hour, then do another quarter turn and let it sit, because you can actually crack the wood.
I was going to say exactly that.
Yep, you will crack the wood.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Ken, I'm going to drop out. Drop me back in on the other one.
I was going to go as well because I need to get some food. I'm really, really hungry.
Yeah, I'm going to get some food myself. But guys, nice chatting with everyone. Simone, good to see you.
Yeah, and you. See you later, everyone. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
We lost everybody, eh?
Yeah, they're all gone. I'm going to hit it too because we're almost at Jess's. So. All right. I appreciate everybody showing up. It was a pretty exciting. We talked about everything except small engines, but that's okay. It was about Cornish.
Well, we talked about food briefly. We admired your food.
And guitars. So that's all right. So
I like guitars better than food. That's why I weigh 170 pounds.
There you go. See, Bill, I've earned these 3 chins. Okay. So,
Say again?
anyway, I've earned these 3 chins. You know.
Yeah, right.
Anyway. All right, I'm going to hit it. Bill, thank you so much. Everybody else in the chat, we will talk to you guys soon. Thanks again to Gary and Robin for the hospitality at the pasty shop. So we will talk to you later, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
I'll see you later, Ken.
Yep, bye-bye.